Well, let's get across. Alright, into the bunker. Should be just over here. There it is. Yep, left parked my helicopter there, and I was checking in on it just earlier to make sure it was ready to go for us. Let's head inside. Yeah, the Mesa Jeep's a lot of fun in the snow too. Forgot about it and I pulled it out and I thought, oh, this is perfect. Alright, hello there everybody, welcome back. I'm the Missing Sock. Welcome back for more Grand Theft Auto Online. Festive holiday laid-back grinding. So I've got my 420 shirt on, which is actually a fake 420 shirt, they call it. But we'll get to that in a second. But it's my Vapid shirt, my Vapid 420 shirt, and I'm at rank 420. So I mentioned that the other day. So I'm at almost at the end of rank 420, so I've got 2 more blocks to go. So we can do a few more things before I turn into rank 421. Yeah, so I thought we'd do a little bit of festive laid-back grinding. I've got a weed farm sale to do, of course. Why not, right? 420 sale. Got to do that. But we'll get to that. We got a few other things to do. I just thought we'd put together a little bit of a festive hangout. I don't really have anything too planned out or anything like that. You know, I've got a few things to do, not everything ready to go like I would like for a laid-back grinding. But I figured, you know, it's the holidays and some of you guys have been wanting this for a while, so we'll do a little bit of a laid-back grind. So, for the holidays. I'm drawn by the music and the lights, just like a bird or an animal or cats. Shiny object. Ooh, clothes. So I got another little outfit on. Yep, my 420 elf. Yeah. It's not a North Pole house, it's a South Pole house. Elf. Yeah. So let's see. Let's log in, and we will go from there. I got my coffee ready to go, which I should have some more of. So I hope this video finds you guys well. Hopefully you're enjoying your holidays, or will be as soon as you get some. Let's see, resupply. So I usually resupply my bunker. For those that don't know, I usually do a single supplies in, so $75,000, and then I usually sell it to the city for $210,000. It can be more if there's people in the session with you or a ton of people, things like that. Now you can tune it up more than that for a single vehicle, so that's to give me a single vehicle as a solo player, and you can have up to $175,000 in value, and it sells for more in the city. But I don't bother with the extra time just because I've always got other things to do.
Okay, we're dropping these shipments out of the way. Take a dune buggy and head for the markers. This one is time sensitive.
All right. So this one's okay. It's not one of my favorite ones, though. It does take time compared to the others. But that's okay. We got some time, hopefully. Let's see. So we got to do these 4, and then it gives us the last drop afterwards. I always forget where it is. I've done it a bunch of times, but they give you different ones on different. There's a couple different variations, I think. But I think it's usually on the far side of the map, on the east side of the map, that they usually give you the 5th drop on. But I could be wrong about that. We'll see. We will see when we get there. I'm going to switch to my usual preferred weapon, the AP pistol. Yep. Alright. So, going to make some money. I might buy a B-11 Strikeforce. They're on sale right now. Yep. Free mode helpers. Maybe. Sounds like a good crew. Helping people in free mode. That's the way to be. So, what can we talk about? Well, the new things, I can't get it in here. Apparently it doesn't work in the car, but there is the new laser blaster, the atomizer. And I apparently have it, as you guys seen in the other episode. And there's a bunch of other people that do have it too on PC and PS4. I'm not sure about Xbox, but on those two. And for some reason, it unlocked for us. Now, I didn't notice it, guys, because we were just getting into the arena war stuff. So I literally thought that it was part of the arena war stuff, and I just never, got far enough to figure it out yet. But reading up on it, when somebody asked me how to get them, I found out that there's kind of those business battles right now. So right now there's business battles, and in order for those to happen, just so you guys know, you need 3 players, so you and 2 others, and you have to be different players or different companies. You can have friends, but you each need to be in your own company. It can't be, 3 different groups, basically. Let's see if I can find my way. I always get lost on these ones. I think they put them on purpose. These little overpasses. See, no matter which way I guess, It's the wrong guess. There might be a drop on the other side, but it's probably easier just to turn around and go back down. Yeah, so the business battles will show up, and you guys should participate in them. You only need one cargo, and there's usually two. So even two people can actually benefit from it, two different people. And you bring it back to your nightclub, or to the spot on the map. You don't need a nightclub. If you don't have one, then it gives you a spot on the map to drop the cargo at. Let's get out of here. Those guys are there. Quickly check the map. We'll go to that one. Let's get out of here. Oh, the dune buggy in the snow is good. I could think of worse vehicles, that's for sure. As we know all too well. Yep. Yeah, so two people can benefit potentially, and you only get one chance at unlocking it. So right now for the holidays, just for these few days, you can do a business battle, and when you bring the cargo back, it'll say event cargo. It'll tell you down below, bring the event cargo to your nightclub, or bring the event cargo to the drop site. And once you do that, you get the cargo, of course, or a small amount of money if you don't have a nightclub. And it gives you a chance to unlock the Up and Atomizer ray gun, which is just a pistol, but it's very powerful. It only has about 7 shots with it. And just so you guys know, rumor has it that it's going to be free on Christmas Day. So on the 25th, December 25th, which is a Tuesday, next to coming Tuesday. You guys might want to be on for that, because, and I can't speak for sure, it's always hard to say with Rockstar, but rumor has it that it'll be a free weapon on that day. But after that day, it'll be an expensive weapon. So you might want to try to log in, or maybe have a friend or a family member log in for you if you're away, if it's possible. Yeah. Yeah, you just want to log into online. I usually walk out in the street, because that's how things pop up on screen saying you've unlocked them, in the bottom left corner. So that's what I'd recommend, going that far and then just logging off. If you're not playing, that is. Well, let's see. I should have just crashed through that fence. Bad guys afoot. They're on my map. Let's get out of here. Come on, do buggy away. Alright, the next one's right up here. Yeah, so I thought we'd talk about various things, I'd call it laid-back grinding, but like I said, it's more like a festive hanging out while grinding. Yeah, something like that. Because I don't have everything ready that I'd like to have ready. But nonetheless, there's always grinding to do once you've gotten enough businesses going. And I could always use the money, even though I've got lots of money, 28 million. And that's all legit too. I thought I should repeat that. I don't say it often enough, but I don't use any shark cards, and no modded accounts or anything like that. No hacks, no cheaters, nothing like that. It's all straight up earned, grinded stuff. You guys have seen, or you can see on our channel, all the way I grind and all the episodes where I grind. And basically, I just done a ton of that, and that's about it. Oh, this one always messes me up. I go off-road, but it's actually a little further. That's okay. It keeps me out of reach of the bad guy in there. You can kill those guys, but sometimes it's easiest just to keep going. They haven't even gotten a shot on me yet, but I shouldn't say that. Never say what I just said before you're done. But nonetheless, we're talking. So far they haven't gotten me yet. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if I'm better off to go the far way around, but we're going this way. Now, gotta watch out for... Is this a river here or something? Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I don't mind the dune buggies, but they're not exactly my favorite vehicle, that's for sure. They're okay though, especially for the snow and off-roading stuff, but they can be a little funny to drive at first. For me, anyway, I guess. Some people really like them. Yep. As I said, I don't mind them, but they wouldn't be my first choice for off-roading vehicles, that's for sure. Uh-oh. This guy we can't avoid. Left him a mine. Oh, this guy did not, thankfully. Oh, he's gonna kill me. No, don't kill me. Take that. Should have just shot him, really, but that's okay. That other one did not blow up. Sometimes I think the game cheats that way. How did he get around that? And now that means when I go back this way, which it sometimes sends you back the other way you came, I think it does that on purpose too. So any mines you laid, you have to watch out for them. And now I have to watch out for that potentially a mine being back there. So there's a tip for you guys anyway. And hopefully I don't run into it in my own mine, but that's a danger thing, and I think it's on purpose. Like I said, they tend to send you back the way you came for this last drop. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I come from, but I don't know. Yep, so there we go. Back the way we came. How did he get by that one? Oh. I wasn't ready for that turn and I hit the horn. Dropped a mine. It's okay, we won't be coming back this way for a while. I can go faster than this, but it's snowy, it's slippery, so you gotta keep that in mind when you're watching this, or if you're watching this in the future. When it's no longer snowy, it's slippery in the snow. The dune buggy's alright though, isn't it? Oh, what did I tell you guys? I was just thinking, this is the spot, and then kaboom! No! So in the past, I just like escaped, but then I realized sometimes I might have actually left when everything's still okay, because those mission vehicles are actually tough. So this dune buggy's probably damaged now, but it's actually still alive. Merry Christmas! Presents! There we go. I think they like their gifts. Little sweet treats. Goes straight to the back of the head. Uh-oh. More of these dudes. Take that mine. I don't know, the mines are not working for me today. There's another one. There we go. At least one of them went off. Oh, both of them went off. Good. That's more like it. Get a move on. This diggity long. Yeah, I know. You're the one that sent me on this in a dune buggy. Mystery drops and stuff at the end. Yep, another present for them. Present for ya. Doo-doo-roo. Excuse me. All the way around here, and there we go. Alright, and then this particular one, you gotta get out of the area. Oh, a train. Choo-choo train. Vehicles. What do we get? Yeah, we'll just get our Havoc and get out of here. Why not? Oh. Alright, and away we go. Should be getting that. There we go. Alright, and our supplies have arrived at the bunker, and it's working on more money for us again. So that profits us 135,000 every time we do that. That's usually ready every couple hours. But I don't wait on it. I'm always doing other things, and it always seems like it's ready every time I check on it, practically. Because I'm always doing other things all the time. Winter lighting. Awesome. Very cool. Disappeared blue light.
Looks like you sold out. To the right people, too. Only the good wars being fought with those guns. Promise.
That's what I like to hear. Alright. Well, I was going to switch over to our Kula. Go to a MC sale or something like that. But maybe we should just land right here when our bills are coming out. But I'm going to ignore that. Just so you guys know, another little tip, if you can, or if you don't mind, here and there change sessions and you avoid the bills. You know, bills basically show up every day, which is about every 48 minutes. So you can just round that to every 50 minutes in game. And it's a brand new day and it'll charge you bills. The main ones to avoid is if you're in your company, or you're worse yet, your MC. The MC charges you for your employees at your MC businesses if you own them. And the bunker, which is another 10,000. So I think it's 39,000 or so for the employees of the MCs, and another 10,000 for the bunker. If you're not in any company, then you don't get charged that. And if you change sessions, you can avoid that. So I don't usually worry about it while I'm making money, but you know, if you're sitting around, it might be a good idea to just change sessions every now and again. Yeah. Well, let's sit down. Maybe we'll quickly order a car while we're here, because that's good money. Run that here and there. And then we'll go do our weed sale. Vehicle cargo. So some people ask about this, the top range only. So we do the top range only method. And yes, it still works after the latest updates. So yet again, I got an E11. We were running the Sterling GTs the last time I switched it over, when we were talking about it last time, to show that it still worked.
Giving me some shares, boss?
I changed it back over to the 811 again.
Oh, hi. What do you need?
Actually, some
Keep
snacks.
your blood sugar up.
Give me all the snacks.
When you finish what you've got, I'll give you some more.
No, more.
Are you sure you need more snacks?
I'm sure.
Looks like your pockets
It's the holidays.
Let me know what you want, and I'll tell the Pegasus people to get it ready.
That's just what it looks
Whatever
like.
you want. I'll get him to bring it up to the helipad.
All right, off we go in the cargo bob. It's usually how I do most of my car sourcing. You can do it from the terabyte, of course, launch it from the terabyte. But I was right beside the building, so I just landed so I
So,
could see
this
Benny.
vehicle's been involved in an altercation of some kind. Cops are on the scene. Do what you can, pick it up, and drop it off at the warehouse.
Okay. All right. So this mission can be sometimes out in the country. But I think there's 3 spots for it. Yeah. One's over there somewhere. Near the Lost Clubhouse. Or maybe that's where we're going right now. Yeah, that's where the Lost Clubhouse is. Yeah, I was off direction. All right. So, like I said, guys, if you play on public sessions or with friends, you can get those business battle events to run. And like I said, you can take one cargo back to your nightclub or to the drop spot, and then you might unlock one of those festive sweaters. Or the laser gun. Now, I was mentioning before that some players got it unlocked like me, and I'd have no idea how I got it unlocked. But I know that I'm not alone, that some people just, it just appeared. And some people thought it was supposed to. Because I think last year they gave us stuff too. Let's bring up Lester. Usually I trigger the cops first. It's just less damage to me that way. So I kind of just get close to them. Till the stars show up. Come on. I'm in the crime zone. There we go. Oh, I should have already called Lester. Let's take cover on this side.
Hey there. What can I help you with?
Thank you.
Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Good. Yep. Lester can be annoying, but he certainly has his uses. That's probably the #1 use, if you ask me. All right, let's head in here. Oh, it's Christmas, so you survive, but your tire doesn't. Oh, he's smart. He's fast. Oh, there's cops here. Did you see something? Yeah, that guy. I was defending myself. Defending forward. Yeah. Oh, this guy's got my car. This body accidentally fell in my car. I gotta get rid of this. Oh, he's doing the weird jig. Okay, let's see if we can put this somewhere where our cargo bob. Usually it's actually not so bad around here. Maybe it's just me and it's dark and snowy, I don't know, but usually there's less traffic and you can just put the car there for a second. But I don't trust the traffic. They have a tendency to ram through your stuff and cause you damage and profit, which I prefer to avoid wherever possible. Dropped our hook and pick this up. There we go. Let's get out of here. And we called off the cops already, so more or less that should be it for the mission, I do believe. I think on occasion I've had it glitch out and give me a second time of stars, but usually that doesn't happen. Now we just head back to the car warehouse and then take it out and make some money. Yeah. Maybe we'll shoot something with our laser gun. So, back to unlocking of the up and atomizer. People like me I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen now. Because, you know, I can't unlock the gun because I already have it unlocked. You know, hopefully they'll just leave it that way, but if Rockstar fixes it and I get the gun taken away, then I didn't have a chance to unlock it, you know? So, I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I didn't even know it was a holiday thing until somebody had asked me. I meant to look in on it later. But then I found out I wasn't even supposed to have it. And there's a lot of people out there that have it without having to do anything to unlock it. I have no idea why. All right. So yeah, this is kind of a day in life, you know, doing the grind. And as we're doing this stuff, you know, I can't even see my parking spot. It's covered in snow. It's worth remembering that...
All right, we are good on that one.
Thanks, Benny. It's worth remembering that the whole time I'm doing this, the bunker's resupplying, and the MC businesses out there that are not ready for us are building up product, and the nightclub's building up product. So I'm making more money than it appears, basically. You know, as you invest in those properties, they're making money or building up money, I guess you could say, while you're doing other things like this. So let's see, CO cars. There it is, the 11 export specialist dealer.
Okay, let's get it ready to ship.
And now it actually costs me 20 grand when you leave here. Until then, it doesn't actually cost you any money. Well, unless you have to repair it when you bring it in. Thankfully, usually with Cargo Bob, I don't have any repairs or very little.
Look at me, Mama. Printing license plates for a living.
Just be simple today. Sometimes I play with the different paint jobs, though. It's a great place to do it. To try different stuff, see how it looks.
I can still work a spray can.
Yeah, a bit better on that one. That doesn't mean you can't do a couple of things to it, right?
Looking good.
Just to be lazy and quick, we'll just give it some black rims. Yeah, carbon inferno, sure. That'll do. You don't even have to do half of that. Just any kind of changes and you're done. Here we go.
It's all or nothing on this one. The work wasn't cheap. Get the car to the buyer clean. This should be a payday, people.
All right. So our same car Colad is just waiting for us. And let's just pick it right up. And up and away. Are we alone? Yep, we're alone. All right, I checked that because if we're alone, then the AI will spawn. So bad guys will spawn to come after us. So we want to go nice and high so that they can't get to us. Or they don't spawn at all. if there was anybody in the session with us, then you don't have to worry about that. You can just get going, and all you have to worry about is the other players. And no bad guys spawn to get you. So it's a good idea when you're leaving to check that. If you do it like I do it. And away we go. Across the city of Los Santos. Light snow. Yeah, I love the snow sessions. I don't know if I'd want it all year, that's for sure, but it's nice for a change. It's very cool. I personally thought, and maybe they originally intended it would have been nice, but I always thought that they should have had some, you know, maybe at the top of the mountain, things like that, where it would be snowy almost all year round. You know, the very high peaks, things like that. But it never was. Yeah, so the other day we had our little holiday walkthrough. You guys might want to check that out if you didn't already, because we kind of talk about, you know, what you could expect on the holidays, although it's always hard to say with Rockstar. But I've gotten free t-shirts in the past, things like that. So, some cool little gifts and goodies and things like that. That's how I've gotten some of the t-shirts, like the 420 shirt that I'm wearing right now, that I mentioned earlier. Can't remember what day it was, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or New Year's, but one of them. Last year? No. 2 years ago? Can't remember. Delivered. Alright, it says 100,000, but we paid 20,000, so that's 80,000 more into the bank. Alright, let's fly away.
Well done out there. The money's in the bank.
That's what I like to hear, Benny. Alright, so we should probably do that weed sale. I should have gone the other way. Yeah, we'll go this way. I wish that there was more aircraft spawn locations. They still need more. I think they added a bunch more a long time back, but they still need a lot more, if you ask me. We'll take the Akula again. Why not? I like my Akula. Akula. Whichever. My stealth helicopter night shark. Yeah. There we go. So we could go off to the nightclub. Yep, there it is right there in the bottom left corner. Just gave us money. So we could go off to the nightclub, and I think I had a sale there ready, but it might have already changed. Every 50 minutes, or 48, 49 minutes, or whatever it is, every in-game day, the nightclub sale missions change. So it might have already changed for me. But that said, it's okay. My nightclub's, I don't know, half full or just over half full, so it's not a big deal if I let it build up some more. It's not wasting any money. But it's always nice if you see a good deal to do a sale and get it done. Those special offers that we've talked about before, they're usually the best way of going. They give you a hidden bonus 10% in there, so it offsets the Tony's 10% cut. Oh, and I'm just enjoying flying around in the winter. See, the lighting always looks so cool. It just looks a little bit better, a little bit more atmospheric. But I meant to retire. Head over here to the wheat farm. Before, we're no longer rank 420 anymore. There we go. All right. You ready, everybody? I'm ready. Yep. So let's see. Yeah. Little less than a block. So we probably won't rank up with this. It's always hard for me to guess how many missions it takes to rank up. People ask what's the best way to rank up, the fastest way. I would actually say playing with friends, you know, like hanging out with CEOs. You just constantly are getting little bonuses, and that adds up to a lot after a while. So that's probably one of the best ways. Just hanging out and being an associate, being a bodyguard, things like that. Other than that, believe it or not, contact missions, which don't necessarily earn you much money, but they're decent on RP. Now, that said, keep in mind, though, guys, that there's always a double RP event. Right now, it's Arena Wars. I think it's some other ones. And things like that, whenever they do double events and things like that, sometimes that takes over as the best way to rank up temporarily and while the special's on. So, here we are at the weed farm. It's time to do our 420 sale. Gotta bring some gifts and goodies to all the good and bad children of San Andreas for Christmas and New Year's. Alright, let's hope. No mail delivery trucks. Oh no.
It's sale day.
Yay,
Okay.
alright.
We're throwing
Well,
this stuff
yay,
out with
yes,
the trash. To pick up the products and get it to the drops.
I don't want to say yay for trash trucks, but yay for trash trucks, because you know, those mail delivery trucks, the post office trucks, the awfulest trucks. The truck that I do not understand why Rockstar doesn't fix it to not give it to you when you're solo. I'm not even sure if two bikers can do it successfully, really. You know, it's a terrible mission. And it's a boring mission, you know, really. Ultimately, it's not fun. So I don't know why they really do it, but that's a conversation for another day, I guess. One of my, if not my least favorite mission in the game. Although I never run it, so I can't really say that, because I don't really have to run it. I just cancel it. Like I was just about to, when you guys heard me going, I was just about to quit the game and reload it. And then doing that, you quite often avoid any penalty. And if you do get a penalty, if it does save that it loaded it up and you canceled, basically is what it sees it as. Which does happen to me too, unfortunately. Like I know other guys, many of you guys are lucky and it never happens to you. And I envy you because it's 50-50 for me if I got a penalty or not. But that said, the penalty's small and insignificant and way less than running that mission and failing. So I don't mind, really, ultimately. At least it's a good way out of it. So here we are in the trash truck mission. We've done it before, but I don't know if we've done it in a while. But we're going to do it again. So hopefully you guys don't find it too repetitive. Oh, here we go, high-speed drop. Yeah, we did it. Trash delivery. Weed bags for everybody. Yeah, we're like the weed Santa elf. The elf gone rogue. Rogue elf. Elf 1. Don't listen to me. I've gone holiday crazy, I guess. Alright, so yeah, that was Madrazo's Ranch back there. And I've gotten used to that one, so I know that I can just drop it and go on that one. We're still alone? Yeah, we're alone. It's a good idea to keep an eye out. You never know. So these trash truck missions, I've actually, learned them quite a bit. Gotten used to their drop points pretty good. So you guys will see. So I avoid it. It tells me to go left. I do not. I keep going for this one drop. I find it's easier just to come all the way down here. And there it is just ahead of us. And I've got all that speed built up from the hill. So I just go all the way down here. Look out, coming through, weed delivery. Whoa, snow. That's fun. Usually I stop like way right around here or so. So that gives you an idea just how far the snow is sliding me there. Yeah. So I usually use all that speed and I go all the way down there and do that drop. And then I head all the way back up to where it tells me. I just find it smoother. It's more of a good circle. Because otherwise when I get to the end of this route, I have to come all the way back to that spot. And I don't like that. I like going this way. It just seems like a more natural circle. I don't know. Maybe you guys will see what you think when I get to the last spot and we have to head back for the next truck. Go and get on up there. You can do it. A little bit of a slide. Yeah, a little bit. There we go. Alright, so the main dangers on a mission like this is obviously other players. Gotta watch for that. And getting stuck. That's the big one, so you gotta watch out for that. Sometimes you get overconfident, so I've learned to keep myself in check too. And you gotta watch out for that. You get overconfident, and you know, a place like over there that might look safe, you know, quite often isn't. You know, you just happen to just get wedged just right that you're stuck. And if that happens, quickly get a vehicle or something to try to knock it loose. You can also try doing burnouts, you know, hold down your brake and your gas at the same time, and then try to burn in a circle, kind of like a donut, and sometimes you can get yourself free. But basically, unfortunately, with these cell vehicles, you have a limited amount of time. They're not like a normal vehicle. For whatever reason, Rockstar sabotaged them that they blow up really fast. Not really, really fast, but fast. You don't have much time to do something about it when they get stuck. And usually if that happens, and if it gets stuck and then they blow up, I usually cancel and reload it, because it's usually less penalty. It depends, though, on how many missions, how many of these weed bags you've dropped off. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's cool. In the snow. Don't see it like this every day, that's for sure. You'll probably hear me say that a lot. Woohoo. Yeah, so I got to do some upcoming episodes. I haven't been able to fit them in with all the other ones we've been doing. You know, some more Red Dead and things like that too. But also some, I wanted to do a, you know, top little things that Rockstar could do to improve GTA Online. And then, you know, top 15 or something like that, little things. And maybe follow it up with top 15 big things or something like that. Yeah, that Rockstar could do to make GTA Online better. But that said, I think that the big things, I'm not sure how many big things we'll see before GTA 6, but we'll see. There is still a couple of years to go, so we're going to still get lots more, I think. But I don't know about big things like, say, a map expansion. That's really what I think we should have gotten. And I'm only thinking about that because I see all the snow, and it would have been nice to see some different environments. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Don't get stuck. No, that's because of the snow. But you guys get the idea of how easy it can get stuck sometimes. Yeah, let's just pull this in. And I'm a little lost today, apparently. Usually I would have already called in my Avenger. As many of you guys who have watched our previous laid-back grinding would know, I try to make it smooth so it's already there by the time you stop, but you forget sometimes, especially when you're talking. But it happens. It's okay. I don't mind. I like talking. Especially to you guys. Mainly to you guys. I'm not so sure I like talking to other people. Here we go. Big jump time. Whoa. Flying elf. Yeah. All right. Yep, North Pole elves tend reindeer, and South Pole elves have motorcycles. And attack aircraft. With which to deliver presents upon all the good boys and girls of San Andreas. Alright, so away we go. Heading back to the weed place, the weed farm, to pick up the next trash truck. Now, just so you guys know, I'm a little bit slower than I normally, but that's okay. We're laid back grinding, right? So, but I can do this a tiny bit faster sometimes. And I only say that just so you guys, you know, like, know for yourself that I'm kind of taking my time and you guys might be able to do it faster than this. I'm sure you probably can do it faster than this. And you can call in different vehicles too. I just called this in because I like to. Sometimes it's the closest spawn, you know, nearby to where you finish. But you can call in personal aircraft, you can call in your oppressors. And that's a good choice too, obviously. The Avenger is nice because it's armored. You know, if you have other people in the session with you and you're not, you know, you're concerned about any of that, they are tanks of the skies. I just kind of think they're fun. Sometimes I like flying the big aircraft.
Yeah, what's cracking? Yeah, what up?
Word!
Good?
No, I don't want that. Avenger services. Return to storage. Let's get this one. Away we go. Going through. Holiday presents. Out of the way. Whoa. Alright. So I try to avoid these streets wherever possible. This particular road isn't too bad though. It's all these side streets that I'm passing by that are kind of hard to go through fast. But that said, I know what the trash trucks, at least on where my locations are, it tends to send me through here from the city with at least one of the trucks. But it's not too bad once you get through that little tight spot through there that we just went through. Gives us a chance to see everything all snowy. Yes, I know I laugh a lot sometimes, but yeah, I have fun. I don't know. See, even now I laugh. I can't help it. You know, I can't talk about it and not. It's just the way it is. It makes it worse when I think about it, as you can tell. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess. Yep. Now, mind you, I try to be in a good mood, of course, you know. Here, why record it in a bad mood? Although I did want to get some different content where you know, we can just do it regardless of mood kind of thing. I try to do this stuff in good moods, wherever possible. But you never know what can happen in San Andreas, though. Sometimes bad days turn into good days, and sometimes good days turn into bad days. But I generally enjoy it. It's fun. Some people asked if I'd be ever leaving GTA or with Red Dead, and I said no, I would never. Like I said before, I don't think I'd ever leave GTA, at least not for now, not till GTA 6. But I'd love it if there was competition, but to me, there's just no real competition. Oh, I went the wrong way. Should we turn around? Yeah. Yeah, let's turn around. See, I just wasted some time, but I'd rather show you guys the way I normally do it anyway. So just pretend I didn't just do that turnaround. Pretend that I ignored the GPS and I went this way. Which takes me out back of Franklin's Mod Shop. I always think of it as Franklin's Mod Shop, this country one, because in single player Franklin can buy it as a business. So to a lot of people it's the Franklin's Mod Shop. So you gotta watch, don't get stuck. There we go, let's see if we can do another high speed drop. Nope. I was gonna say, as long as we don't get stuck. Oh. Need a little bit of speed, or else we can't crash right over this. There we go. Alright. Now, normally, I do that smooth. Where I just ignore the GPS, drive over the hill, fly over there, and then crash over that, and drop it off. And it's worth it when it works out well. You know, it's usually not as complicated as it sounds. And then I can come right over here, get this one. Sorry, it's snow. It's hard to dodge. And then I drop that, and then we turn, maybe. There we go. And then we go cross country, right across here to the next one. Yep. Check our area. Everything is the way it is right now. Everything is still okay. A sliding stop. Oh, we could have hit it. I didn't think I would be in the area close enough. There we go. Okay. Now that's been dropped off. So now these are the last two spots. And this is another two spots here that I do it in the backwards order. if I can, usually. Just because it's smoother. But keep in mind, though, you know, if you guys are doing this stuff, like the MC cells, smoother versus profit. You know, if you're worried about other players, opponents, coming to blow up your stuff, the more stuff you drop off, the more profit you make, and the less stuff that they blow up. So right now, I'm going to pass by this spot and come back to it. And if I was worried about somebody blowing me up, I really should stop and drop it off instead, and not take the chance with more of it getting blown up. So I'm just kind of letting you guys know there's that kind of a choice, you know, that I'm making to just keep going. Why? I don't know, because I like doing it this way. Oh, although usually smoother than I just did. Jeez, I'm not smooth at all this trip. Usually I just fly right through there, and just before it, I call in a vehicle, or just after it. But that's okay. We can do it. Should we do a pyro? Let's call in the Havoc. Yeah. Yeah. A certain fan likes the Havoc. You know who you are. I think you've been changing your name lately. It's always hard for me to keep up with your guys' names. They change names and I'm always not sure. Is that the same person? Yeah, that's the same person. But that's okay. But yeah, I do remember sometimes. I turn around like this and drop that off. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, obviously. I meant not Havoc. Oh, I meant Molotov. Why did I think Havoc and Molotov? Is it the K? Or is it just because I'm lost? Perhaps. Well, that's okay. Our personal Havoc hasn't been used, I don't think, for much. So it gets its day in the sun. I use my CEO Havoc, but not the personal one. It actually has a gun on this one. A completely useless weapon, but it has one. The CEO one does not. But it is a very fast helicopter, though. And it can fit into places, you know, right through there, no problem. Alright, heading back for the last weed garbage truck. There we go. Trash truck. No. Oh, see, I pushed the button. I mentioned in my other video that I just get out as soon as it touches the ground, because it's such a dangerous helicopter, the Havocs on the CEO one. But as soon as you press the button, like as soon as you hit the ground, you get out, it quite often it saves you somehow, some way. Feels dangerous jumping out at that moment, but it seems to work with the Havoc and stops you from flopping over and falling over the sides or forwards or blowing up like that. So away we go. The final truck. Which for me as a solo player is a lot more relaxing on the final truck, because you don't have to worry about your cargo sitting there anymore. Now if you can do this with friends, all the better. But if you're doing it solo, that's kind of nice when you get that last one, because now this is all there is left now. And we don't have to head back anymore. So it might seem like it's, you know, like we've talked about the timers before, that it might seem like I'm shorter on time with the 12 minutes left. You know, 11 minutes, 50 seconds now. But you have to keep in mind that on the last truck or helicopter or Dodo seaplane, you don't have to head back. You know, as soon as you finish dropping, it's done. So the first two trucks we had to head all the way back, and that was under the clock. And now all we got to do is drop off the 5, and that's it. The trip back's not on the clock anymore. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. That we actually have plenty of time. It should be. And that's the way you want to keep it, plenty of time. And just in case things go wrong, or if you have to take the far way around, or anything like that, hopefully you've got the extra time to do it. Here we go. Yeah. I love crashing through there. Coming through. I usually... oh, I think it's the snow that's throwing me off on this. I was going to say I usually crash through and then go over here, but everything's sliding just a little bit more than I'm used to. This truck is already a little funny to drive in the first place. So, actually, I don't find it too bad in the snow, though. But it's a little bit... I guess I have to get used to it again a little bit. But the snow will be gone before that happens. Oh. I know it looks rough, but it's faster than doing it any other way, I think. Look out. Merry Christmas. Alright. Let's go. Using the J brake here and there to help slide it along as necessary. Alright, now we're going to go around this corner. Maybe. The next spot is up there. So the GPS wants us to drive all the way around. That's not going to happen. That's a bad idea. We're going to go right up here. Should be a good way to go. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Go crashing through here, drop off there. Yep, sliding. Usually these turns are a little sharper, but not today. Not in the festive snow. Yeah, so like I said, guys, this is what we do. There's no modded accounts, you know, nothing like that. And I don't talk about it a lot. As I've said before, I don't want to come off as preachy, you know, so, you know, because in many ways, as long as you're not hurting anybody, like, I don't think anybody should cheat. That said, you know, really. But that said, I really don't have a personal problem with it unless you're hurting other people unfairly. You know, that's really the only nefarious cheaters, if you ask me, you know, mainly, you know. People with modded money, I don't think it can tip the balance, so it's probably not good, you know. But that said, you know, it's not really hurting anybody. But you know, people that use God mode cheats and things like that, people that in the past have used, you know, even on the console that have used stunt menu stuff to block people's path with tracks and things like that, or things like that, things that hurt other players, you know. Yep. And I just think it's, you know, partly because I think it's kind of like unnecessary. You're in a world where you've got guns and RPGs and everything. Like, why do you have to resort to cheating and cheat menus, you know, and things like, just whip out your gun and fight or don't, you know? I don't know. Is it just me? I mean, you know, why do you need to do it that way? The unfair, weird way. I don't know. There we go. Go on our gargoyle. The gargoyle speed trick seems to still work. So if you guys check out our gargoyle episode, there's a bunch of rims you can get like this one that help it to go very fast when you wheelie.
Currency received, so I guess we have.
There. It's alright. I usually disband my MC before he calls, because otherwise you run the risk of being raided. So it's a good idea to quit as soon as you're done. In my opinion. But yeah, the speed trick still works. So you can get those rims, or a few other ones. I think there's a handful of them that you can get. And then when you're doing wheelies, this thing goes incredibly fast. Yeah. I'm not sure if it still is, but for a time, and I think it still is, it might still be, the fastest land vehicle. Now, this is normal land vehicle, I should say. You know, like it's not rocket powered. It's not, because there are faster, but they're not normal vehicles. And just so you know, it's very hard to get it up to those speeds. Like, you basically can't get it up to those speeds because, you know, you're more likely to crash long before then. It's very hard to do wheelies, especially at that speed, and you're jumping all over the place. But they say in theory it goes incredibly fast if you can hold on to it for long enough. Alright, I got a Revenger just out of a habit. But that's okay, it'll do. A choo-choo train in the snow. Some people find that very festive. Cool. Alright, back to the city. Back to the city. So we talked about the up and atomizer, that I was clueless that I had apparently unlocked it somehow, some way. I checked my old footage and I never seen it pop up, you know, anywhere that I could see anywhere, saying that I unlocked it. It just was there. Very strange. Yeah, and like I said, I'd recommend trying to log in if you can, or have somebody log in for you on the 24th, the Monday coming, and the 25th, Christmas Day, on Tuesday coming, and then again on the 31st and the 1st. Yep, New Year's and New Year's Eve. I'm not sure what days of the week those are. One of them. One of them. Definitely one of them between Monday and Sunday. Alright, so we're going to head over to the meth farm. It's time to sell some meth crystals with snow crystals falling. Yeah. Should we just keep our Avenger? I could switch vehicles right now. Something faster, something stealth. I think, nah. Yeah, we'll keep our Avenger. Should be okay. Let's hope this time it does not give us those postal trucks. It'd be nice to even see the single truck mission. I was hoping we'd get that special weed mission. That's always nice. The weed farm has a special mission where you have a stoned passenger with you, and it's kind of funny as you go along. Yeah. And it'd probably be kind of difficult in the snow. Yeah, because you have to drive under the influence, unfortunately. And you're all over the place, and the cops show up and whatnot. It'd be even harder in the snow. Pardon me, I had to cough there. Have some coffee, and we are going to sell some crystals. There we go. Log in. Does not need supplies at all. Wow, that's weird. I did resupply it because I was by and it wasn't quite ready. I think it was down like here or so. So off we went, and we've been doing other stuff, and now it's filled up. But oddly, it hasn't cost me any supplies. Strange. It's not an exact game. We've talked about that before, guys. Like, some people look for exact numbers. You know, you can shoot the pistol 100 times with 10 different people and you'll get different results. You know, races, you can sometimes get different results, and sometimes you get weird numbers in the bunker and in the MC stuff. Let's see what we get. Hopefully no mail trucks. Yay, a boat. I'll take it.
It's a boat drop. Products loaded and waiting. They'll pay more for it if you get it to them quick, so get on over to the dock.
On my way, LJT. On my way. Yeah, so I'll take the boat mission. They're not bad. I mean, do I wish it was a single truck? Yes, but I'm glad it's not the post-op trucks. Because that's just a pain. And I kind of like our laid-back grinding episodes to be kind of non-stop. I don't know. It just feels more more natural. And we should probably do live, I guess, right? But things like that can be interruptive, is what I was getting at. Even live, you know, because suddenly you got to reload, and that can happen over and over and over if it keeps on giving those mail trucks. As many of you guys know, you know, sometimes it just gives it to you a lot, you know, and sometimes you don't see them for weeks, you know, and it never happens to you, and you start to wonder maybe they fixed it, and then it comes back, and you know that they didn't. Yeah. Alright. Over the snowy highway. So, where's this boat mission today? Just on the lake? I'm guessing it's on the lake. There's many spots for the boat missions. They can be all along the east coast. I think there's 2 or 3 spots there, and 2 spots along the west coast, and a spot up in the north near Plateau Bay, and a spot at the lake here. I think that's where we're going today. Yep. Now it's coming closer on my map. So I told some people that, in my opinion, this is the most dangerous boat mission, unfortunately, that we've gotten here today. But this one takes you through the river, and it's the one that's the most danger of beaching yourself and getting the product destroyed as a result. Alright, let's return that to storage. We'll get the close one. Alright, away we go. Whoa, winter lights. Gotta make sure I don't get distracted and crash. Ooh, pretty lights. Remember I was talking about that earlier, I think? Yeah. So, the boats. As we've talked about before, it's good to lean back, just like you're on a bike trying to do a wheelie. Or the most muscle cars now with the recent update. Muscle cars can now do that, so you hold down your all-wheel brake, and then rev up the engine, and when you let it go, you'll do a wheelie in the muscle cars. I hope that they'll extend that to some other types of cars too, some sports cars and things too. I understand why they don't, but then there's some muscly sports cars and things, and it's weird that they can't, and other muscle cars can. To me, I don't know. Yeah, you lean back, and then you go a little faster when you're leaning back, much like doing a wheelie on the bikes. If there's waves, and then we got nice calm waters today, which is kind of a bonus. That's nice, nice and calm. But if there was waves, wherever possible, you try to go with the crest of the wave, kind of go with the grain of the wave, ride the wave, basically, as they would say. Ride the wave, man. But if you ride the wave, you'll get extra speed too, I find, instead of trying to fight the waves. There we go. Now we're gonna go over the waterfall here. Here we go. Banzai. Alright. Yeah, so as you guys can tell, when you hit those checkpoints, you lose power for a second, and you lose control for a second. So try to plan for that if you're new to that kind of stuff. Whoa. There we go. Yep. So you use your all-wheel brake in the boat, and you can do sharp turns, but I'd be careful about using it too much. But it can save the day. But yeah, when you come to those checkpoints, remember that you're going to lose power for a second, so try not to be aiming at the beach or something like that when that second happens. So here comes the next one here. Instead of hitting it this way, I'm going to hit it this way, so I lose power that way. Yeah, it's much safer. Much, much safer. Let's see, are we alone? No, we are not alone. Whoa. Killer from the sexy crew. Uh-oh. Is he really a killer? I don't know. We want to find out. We'll see. So, at this point, there's lots of ways you can lag yourself out and try to drop in your own solo session if you're worried about that kind of stuff. Yeah, this spot is right along the beach. All three boats have the same spot. No matter which drop spots you can go to different drop spots and they'll give you different routes, different drops. But all three of your vehicles have the same route. So right around now, I'm going to call in my vehicle. Something anyway. Let's call in, Pyro. And it should show up on the beach right over there. You can't see it today though. The snowy fog weather is very thick. It's very hard to see. There we go. Alright, let's go pick up our Pyro and get back to another boat. So I check on the map, and I see that guy's there, so killer. And we check on the map here, and you can see that little house icon. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's right there on the right side, little house icon in the white. So that means he's inside a house right now, or inside some kind of a building anyway. Could be a business, could be his clubhouse, who knows. But yeah, when you see that icon, it doesn't mean you're safe necessarily. He could be in a doomsday facility looking at me on the orbital cannon, for all I know. So, but that said, there's not much you can do to control that necessarily other than dropping out or whatever. But I generally don't worry when I see that icon. Generally speaking, that means the other player's not around on the map. They're just sitting there. Why is hard to say. Lots of times people are just hanging out. Sometimes people are, like I said earlier, letting their businesses build up. Letting the nightclub build up. Letting their businesses, MC businesses build up. Yeah. So oftentimes you'll see people just hanging out inside buildings like that. Sometimes the whole time. Now some people wonder, can you still go AFK? Yes, you can still go AFK, but there's only certain ways that I know of that work effectively. Now just so you guys know, there's a lot of ways that you can go AFK, away from keyboard or away from your console for a little while, like dancing and stuff like that. They give you a long timeout, but I don't recommend it because you can't go for like hours or anything like that. But I'm just letting you guys know, if you're just talking about a half an hour or things like that, there are a bunch of ways in the game that work, but not long term. Now that said, you can watch the DJ, you can watch TV still. Park right there. That's all. That'll do. And let's run and return that to storage so we're ready to call in another one. I prefer returning the vehicle to storage. You don't have to do that. It just makes one less step in ordering another one later. So, checking again, he's still in his house. Now you can drop out, but there is something to be said for doing it with other people around. One person's not a big deal though. But you do make lots of bonuses, you do make extra money and stuff like that in a lot of these ways of grinding. So, and some people think that even with people attacking you and blowing up your stuff, you still come out on top over time. When you look at a player over a year of gameplay kind of thing. A player that takes chances on the public servers, a lot of people think they come out on top in the end, even with all the failures, against them. Or, well, not failures, but attacks, successful enemy attacks against you, basically, if that was to happen. And just so you guys know, you can sometimes, as many of you guys already know, and probably will put it in the comments if I don't say so, but you can quite often quit right away when things go wrong, and it quite often, as we were saying earlier, won't save. But, there's no guarantee with that. Sometimes it does. It depends on how quick it happens, and I don't know, sometimes people come out of nowhere and you're not ready for it. And sometimes you've got the mindset to be ready. So, I don't know. I think you guys know what I mean. But keep in mind, sometimes the best idea is just to quit and reload and suffer the penalty instead of having all your stuff gone. All your stuff blown up, just to have a minor penalty. It's almost Christmassy. Woohoo! Our friend's still in his house? Yes, he is. Oh, no. No, you don't. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is exactly what I was talking about. And this is why the river route is the worst. Come on. Come on, push it. Oh well, let's quit. That's too bad. Be right back, guys.